Welcome to Sphere. I am Price Time, and you're watching Sphere TV. At the core of the Sphere ecosystem is the Sphere token. Users can currently yield lock their Sphere into Dyson for a period of 17 weeks to earn blue chip tokens, primarily wrapped MATIC at a variable APR. And although I've covered this topic before, it has received a lot of interest from the community, and so I think it is time to reassess, dig deeper, and more fully break down all four factors that determine and influence ylSPHERE's vAPR. First, every week a specific amount of WMATIC is delegated to the ylSPHERE vault. The actual amount of WMATIC delegated is determined internally and based on US dollar value. That internal determination is not made lightly and depends on a number of different factors. These factors include, but are not limited to, historical, current, and predicted treasury yield and ecosystem revenue, DeFi landscape and short-term outlook, and the broader crypto landscape and outlook. Once the WMATIC has been delegated, it is set for the week, such that each user will receive their proportional amount spread out throughout the whole week. All else equal, more WMATIC delegated will result in a higher vAPR, and less will result in a lower vAPR. But once delegated for the week, the only factor that can actually affect the amount of WMATIC awarded to an individual position is the TVL of the vault when changed by entries and exits. If more users enter the vault during the week, that same amount of WMATIC must be spread thinner to meet the proportional needs of the new users, thereby decreasing the amount received per remaining user for that week. Likewise, if users leave the vault during the week, their portion of WMATIC will be redistributed proportionally to the remaining users, thereby increasing the amount received per remaining user for that week. Second, Sphere's price can change the vAPR. An increase in Sphere's price will decrease the apparent vAPR, while a decrease in Sphere's price will increase the apparent vAPR. However, Sphere price fluctuations have no bearing on the actual amount of WMATIC yield, because remember that once the WMATIC amount has been delegated, it is set for the week. As a quick example, $100 worth of Sphere yielding 20% vAPR is the same as $200 worth of Sphere yielding 10% vAPR. Which brings us to our third factor, WMATIC's price. An increase in WMATIC's price will increase the vAPR, and a decrease in WMATIC's price will decrease the vAPR. This does come with some additional nuance, however, as depending on how the price of WMATIC fluctuates throughout the week, that can then change the amount of WMATIC delegated for the next week, which in turn can impact the vAPR. And finally, as we've touched on before, TVL. A higher total value locked will dilute the WMATIC rewards, while a lower TVL will increase them. This depends on both the amount of Sphere locked along with the locked amount's current dollar value. And remember, TVL changes based on entries and exits will affect the actual amount of WMATIC rewards, whereas TVL changes based on Sphere's price will not. Now, it's important to keep in mind that these four factors are always at play simultaneously, constantly influencing ylSPHERE's vAPR in different ways. Hopefully this gives you a better understanding of what affects the ylSPHERE vAPR. Some of the concepts can be challenging to fully grasp, but we felt it was important to lay out everything in more detail this time to ensure the information is out there. But as always, if you have any questions or constructive feedback, we'd love to hear it and encourage you to join us on Discord. Discord is also the best place to stay up to date on announcements and join our community. This video and channel is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence in order to make sound financial decisions. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and always remember that you matter for who you are.